Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can simply make a sermon graphic for your church. This is Weekend Media. So today, we're going to look at one of my favorite websites to use when I'm creating sermon graphics. Some of y'all may have heard of it. It's kind of blew up in the last year or so, but it's canva.com. canva.com. Now I pay for the pro version, which is only like $9 a month. And considering that like actual software is fairly expensive, but for this one website, I'm able to do a whole lot. Now it is limited. You can't do shadows. You can't do this. Now there's some tricks to doing that, and we can do a very detailed video on Canva in the future. But today I just want to show you how you can simply create your own graphics. So you don't have to rely on finding something that fits what you want to talk about, or find something that encapsulates the vision of the sermon series that you have thought up or have been given. So let's get into it. Let's go. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull up canva.com. Now this is what you're going to show up to at first. There's many different templates and things that you can use. What we're going to use today is a presentation, which would be for like a 16:9. You can put in custom dimensions as well if you would like. But today, let's say we're going to do a sermon series called, Staycation. I don't know what it'd be about, but let's just say that's the sermon series called Staycation. So now what we're going to do is this is how I create a simple sermon graphic. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here. I'm going to type in beach. Okay, I'm going to use beach. Let's see. I like this image here. So I'm going to grab it, drop it on. Once I have it dropped onto here, I'm going to click the image and I'm going to adjust it. The way I'm going to adjust it is I want to turn the brightness down some. Bring in some of that deepness to it. Now I want to kind of flatten the image just a little bit, just kind of give it that little bit of a filtered look. Flatten it out some, and then I'm going to turn the saturation up just a touch, bring a pop of color to it. Beautiful, love that. Now what I do is I come over here and I put in add a heading. We're going to type in our title. Staycation. Now once I have what I want in there, I'm going to click over here on the text, and this is one of my favorite text right here, Monstrat Extra Bold, because it's just simple and clean. You'll see that when you click it, it automatically changes it for you. Now for this, what I want to do is I want to change it white. I want it to be seen easily. I'm going to stretch it out. Let's see, I'm going to stretch it extra big here. Then we're going to move it right to the center. We can try center. I always start on the center just to see what it looks like. Then we can also kind of drop it down maybe underneath that palm where it's sitting right on the horizon. Let's center that up. Yeah, that looks good. We're sitting right on the horizon there. And now you could just leave it at that, and that would look pretty cool. Now, one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can actually attempt to do some kind of a shadow. Because like I said, Canva is a little limited on that. There is another way you can do it, but it's very complicated. So what I did there was I just duplicated my text. I'm going to change that color to like a black. And I'm going to move its position backwards. And then I'm going to just simply drag it. Line these up where I want them. You can also use the arrow keys. Now it's not going to show you a click or anything on that. I can do it just like that, and then what I'm going to do is turn the opacity down just a touch. Just kind of give it to where it's not quite there, and then I'm going to move this right back to where I wanted it. And then again, for small increments, I'm going to use Use my arrows to just kind of slightly move it to wherever I need it. And then that gives you a little bit of a drop shadow there. Now what you can do that's very popular right now is we can come over here and click Elements. I'm going to click on this rectangular shape here, or it's a square shape. We're going to change it to a rectangle here in just a second. Just change the color to white to match. And then the way you thin this out a little bit, because I don't like quite how thick it is I'm going to grab the corner, drag it down to about the thickness that I want, and then I can take the sides and I can move it over to wherever I want there. This is just one way that you can I'm going to move it to about the center. Now obviously it's not long enough, so what I'm going to do is just adjust for that. Easiest way to do that is to just pull this side out there, and then you're going to grab it again, and we're going to center it on our image there, around our text. There we go. Beautiful. Now that is just a very simple graphic right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I started doing here recently, and I really like it, is I'm going to come to my uploads over here, and I'm going to, if I can find it, there it is, I'm going to click on my logo that I have uploaded there. I'm going to shrink it down, and I'm going to drop it in the corner over here. Somewhere right in there, do my minor adjustments, get it right where I want. There we go. So now when this comes up on the screen, when it comes up on your social media pages or anything like that, this will have your church's logo. Everybody will understand and know that this is a series from your church, and when you upload it to your website or anything like that, now it's going to have your logo down there in the bottom ready to go, and you're good to go. And now the easiest thing to do now is you simply take and click the download button up here. You can download it in a PDF, JPEG. PNG won't really help you in this instance. It's a little overkill if you ask me. I always do a JPEG. It's simple. JPEG is pretty universal, works with anything. You can choose your quality size. I usually just leave it about where it's at. It's really good quality right out of the gate. Hit download, and prepare it for you, and boom, it's done. And so then what I do is you can actually copy this. So what you do is you go to the home button, click on the Your Designs. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to come over here, you're going to click the three little dots, and you're going to click Make a Copy. Now we're going to open up the copy, because what we're going to do now is we're going to make a splash graphic. Now what a splash graphic is the blank graphic that goes up when you're putting your scriptures or your points or anything wording wise that you want on top, on your projector or on your screen. It's just a nice clean background, but it still goes with your theme. This is where you start creating full graphics packages, and so I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. It's fairly simple when you do it like this, when you just have a nice image with good clean wording on there. All you have to do is, because we made a copy of it, we're not going to delete the main version. We're simply going to delete what we have up there. We're going to leave our logo down in the corner there, and up here in the top I'm going to put Staycation Splash. And so now I have my splash graphic, JPEG, download, and there you go. And so now you have a sermon series graphic, the title graphic, Staycation, with a nice beach behind it. It kind of gives that vacation vibe. And then now you also have created a splash graphic that easily. We made that within a matter of minutes. So now you can simply do that for your church, for any series that you have coming up that you just can't find the right pre-made fit for your series. So don't be scared to just get creative with it and really throw some things out there and start to learn Canva a little bit. We'll do an in-depth video on Canva coming up. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you out. I hope it helps your church out. If you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button. Don't be scared to hit the subscribe button as well. I'm going to be putting out more content as much as I possibly can. I love y'all. Get creative. See you later.